Hello, my name is Haley Fox. I'm an indoor plant care specialist here at Rogers, and today I'm going to talk to you about some underrated hardy houseplants. It's been proven that plants are beneficial for our well-being. They've been shown to boost our mood, clean our air, and enhance our spaces. You've likely already picked up a pothos or a ZZ plant for your collection, so today I want to shine some light on some underrated houseplants that are just as easy to care for. This is a plant I was going to save for last, but I'm sure you're just as excited to see it as I was. This is the mini Monstera. It's actually called a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. No relation to the Monstera, it just happens to look similar to it. And luckily it has really similar care. These plants are generally pretty hard to get a hold of, so it's easy to assume that they must be really difficult to care for. Complete opposite. I have one that started like this and it's grown probably 2 feet in a really short amount of time. They're really fast growers. They are also really hardy. They can do well in low light, bright light. They don't mind going really dry. Guilty of letting mine go a little dry, and it's still done fantastic for me. Puts out a new leaf every week. Super lucky. They're also really easy to propagate, so if that's something that you're interested in learning about, you can easily cut along a node that's already pushing aerial roots, put it in water, and it'll eventually continue to grow roots and can be put in soil, and you'll have a whole new plant. The next plant I want to talk about is Peperomia Frost. It's obviously got such beautiful shiny leaves. This is a plant that I've had in my collection for a really long time, and initially I wouldn't have considered it an easy plant, but why I've put it on this list is because it likes to dry out. And the number one thing that customers talk to me about is not remembering to water their plants. This is one that won't mind. They have really thick leaves and thick stems that hold a lot of water, so they're ideal if you are somebody who doesn't remember to water your plants. Ferns are not typically a plant that you would find on an easy plant care list because they are generally not easy to care for. They require a lot of humidity and a lot of moisture, which isn't always easy to provide. But this is the Austral Gem Fern, which has been hybridized so that we can still enjoy ferns without all the hassle. The thick waxy leaves are ideal for holding on to moisture, and it prevents them from drying out as rapidly as other ferns, which will eliminate all that nasty leaf loss and browning that takes away from their beauty. This is a very adaptable houseplant. It's one that can do well in any variety of light, so bright to lower light conditions. As far as watering goes, give it a thorough watering once a week to 10 days. With any plant, the rate that you're watering it is going to depend on the rate that it's drying out, so just keep that in mind. So this is a Neonschefflera. If you're looking for a little bit larger plant or something that you can grow into a floor plant or something that's going to give you more height, this is a great option. It's a really fast grower and it has obviously a really striking neon color, which is awesome. And as far as care goes, it's again really easy. It's something that won't mind drying out and can handle a variety of light conditions. These plants will bring a lot of interest to your space. They have gorgeous chartreuse leaves, which is not a color that you see as often in houseplants. And again, with all the plants that I've talked about, the care is super easy, something that doesn't mind going dry and can also handle a wide range of light conditions. Last but not least, I'm going to talk to you about syngoniums. Syngoniums are a plant that I feel like are not talked about nearly enough. If you are a fan of vining plants like the pothos, this is actually a plant that will give you the same thing in time. We usually only see them in 4-inch containers, so you don't get to see them vining. This is a massive one, and you can see that it's already started to give you that cascading effect. These are probably the most hardy of any plant I've talked about. They can handle complete neglect. They'll show you when they're thirsty, which is really helpful. Again, if you struggle to remember to water plants, you may find all their leaves completely flopped over, and by the time you water it and wait a few hours, it'll be fully perked back up and looking great. They are also really adaptable, so if you move them around a lot like I do for different areas of your house, they'll do well in bright light, low light. They're amazing. They're basically on the same playing field as pothos, and they have a lot of interesting varieties as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. You can also find us on other social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. You can find me on there as well. I'll be doing monthly videos on plant care as well as blogs, so if there's something that you'd like to see from me, let me know below. And thanks again for watching.